Yeah, once again, very good morning and thanks for joining. Okay, uh, as part of in continues to last two sessions. Okay, today we are going to perform the SQL Server installation at any cost. So the last two sessions we discussed about more on licensing part. What are the things you need to take in care if you get any new build request? Okay, before you go to the installation. So that's what our main focus on last two sessions. Okay. Uh, which is very important. We think that okay, in real world also we will go to the download and we will try to install the product. Okay, no, it's not like that. Okay, when you especially go to the real world, so like SQL Server download. Okay, mostly we won't go to the SQL Server download and we'll download the product and we'll try to install the SQL Server in real world. Okay, mostly we will get the setup file uh, in three different locations. That's what yesterday we discussed, right? Now, before I go into the directly to the installation, okay, directly to the installation. Whenever you are having free time, okay, let's see when you are having free time. Today we will in a just 5 to 10 minutes we'll start the SQL installation and we'll complete the installation. Okay, whatever version it may be, it's very easy to install the SQL Server. But what you need to do means, so for example, SQL Server 2000, okay, 5 installation. Okay, for example, okay, uh, if you go for any, no, it's not 2005. Come on. Yesterday, I think I opened, which block I opened? 2005. Okay. See, you won't get a chance to install SQL Server 2005. Okay. I'm just, we, we, we are, we never get a chance to install SQL Server 2005. It's no more SQL Server 2005. Okay. But as a database administrator, what we need to understand is how we are installing SQL Server 2005. Okay, how the dashboard is, how the wizard is. That's what we need to understand first, sir. Okay. Uh, so firstly, if I get a chance to install SQL Server 2005, okay, I already downloaded the path. You no need to worry. You never get a chance to install SQL Server 2005, but this is for learning purpose. Okay. When I go to the binary files, if I go to the SQL Server 2005, if I go to the ISO file, so now currently my VM is running in the 64-bit. I'm going for SQL Server 64-bit operating system, sir. Okay. When I go to the folder directory, see, this is your setup file. Okay. This is your setup file. Okay. This is your ISO files. Okay. ISO files. Whenever you extracted that ISO file, you will get the okay. See, you will get the E drive, you will get the F drive. So this is SQL Server 2005. This is SQL Server 2008. Okay, when you go and open the new tab, you will get to know whenever you go to the setup file. Okay, when you go to the server, because we copied the setup file, right? Easily we can understand which setup file it is. Try to understand the logic once you copy to the setup file, okay, from different locations. Yesterday we discussed, right? You will copy the setup file from different location, or AppStream will map this location. Okay, AppStream will map this directory to the server. They will copy the ISO file and they will open the ISO file. Means they will assign the drive to the server where you need to install SQL Server. Whenever you see the drive to install, okay, whenever you see the drive to install, if I go here, What first thing we want to learn is, that there will be setup file. Every installation there will be setup file where you need to install. Okay, where you need to install. Until SQL Server 2005, the directories are something different. Okay, see, when you go for SQL Server 2005, you will see the servers, you will see the tools. When you open the servers, you will see the 1033 read setup, and you will see some DLLs, executable files. You will also see the licensing, all the stuff you are able to see. But same thing when I go to the from SQL Server 2008, you will see different directories. See, there is no concept called server. There is no concept called tools. Okay, you will see x64, x86. x64 is nothing but 64-bit operating system. x86 is nothing but 32-bit operating system, where you need to go and install the SQL Server. So at, uh, my intention is, at least you need to remember some of the directories names. Are rare to rare case they may ask you a question, what are the folders will be available when you open the setup file. Means when you extract that ISO file, once you extract that ISO file, when you extract this ISO file, what are the directories you will see, what are the folders you will see. Many people won't ask, but rare case like 0.5 to 0.10%, you may also get a question, what are the directories you will get when you extract this ISO file. I hope you got my question, everyone. So at least you need to remember couple of folders. Oh no, at least you need to remember couple of folders. So like x64, x86. When I go for x64, read is it setup 1033. So at least you need to remember couple of directory names. Remember, sir. Okay, just it's a very simple. But when you go to the real world, what you will see, right? Along with x64, x86, you will get two more folders called, one is Enterprise Edition, one is the Standard Edition. Okay, they may also create the Enterprise Edition set of files. They may also create the Standard Edition set of file folder directories. So you will see two more directories. One is Enterprise, one is Standard kind of. So what you need to install? You want to install Enterprise Edition, you will copy only Enterprise directory. If you wanted to install Standard Edition, you will copy only Standard directory. You no need to copy entire this. You no need to copy entire this. So when you open the ISO file, okay, what are the directories are available? Okay, so if you see that Enterprise directory, Standard directory, only copy that Enterprise directory where you are good to install the SQL Server. If you copy the Standard directory, you will good to install the SQL Server. If there is no such directory, then definitely you need to go for copy entire setup, and always prefer you need to go for install SQL Server 64-bit operating system only, not 32-bit operating system. Okay, you no more you will see 32-bit operating systems are nowadays. You will see only 64-bit operating system. You don't have any confuse. So there is no confuse from now, sir. Microsoft made very easy to install the SQL Server. Earlier, we will see lot of directories, lot of folders. We may get confused, but now it's very simplified. When you go for 2025, 24, 2022, okay, 2019, very much simplified, even when you extract the ISO file. So my intention is, you need to remember this directories also, not older directories, sir. When you are installing SQL Server 2019, 2022, 2025. Okay, perform these three installations and verify what are the direct. You don't need to remember everything. It's very difficult to remember all things. At least remember, okay, one or two directories. You can, when someone is asking, hey, we will get, when we extract the ISO file, we will get the 64-bit, 32-bit. Under 64-bit or 32-bit, we'll get the reset, we will get the setup, we'll get 1033, where we will see a lot of binary files. That's it. Everything will get the binary files, or nothing much. Okay, is it understandable, everyone? Yes. Okay. Now, Next thing, what you need to understand is when you open the setup file, always we need to go to the 64-bit operating system, because my VM is running 64-bit operating system and I am going for 64-bit. Now I need to double click on the setup file. So always what you can do, right click here, run as administrator. Okay, that is one of the best practice you should follow. So when you okay, it is showing as a little warning when you open the setup file. Click on cancel, and this is the wizard. Okay, this is a wizard to drive SQL Server 2005 setup file. To drive SQL Server 2000 setup file, this is a wizard, sir. Okay, this is the wizard. What I am saying is, if you go to the 2008, if you go to the 2008 setup file, okay, 2008, and if you open the setup file, okay, where is setup file? Okay, if you open the setup file, you can directly install also. You no need to go to 64-bit. By default, it will go for 64-bit only. So when you run as administrator, okay, now what you need to understand means, this is what, sir. Yeah, see, this is your SQL Server 2005 setup file wizard. This is how from SQL Server 2008 onwards, the wizard has been upgraded. Now see how it looks like. This is SQL Server 2008 setup file installation. Setup file installation. Okay, so this is 2005 setup file installation. This is SQL Server 2008 setup file installation. So the wizard has been upgraded. The front end has been upgraded. How Microsoft is upgrading? With help of .NET framework. With help of .NET framework, Microsoft upgraded wizard. Microsoft is upgrading wizard, sir. So from 2008 onwards, this is the one of the major change Microsoft done. Okay, nothing but Microsoft bring the wizard little more graphical user interface. Little more graphical user interface when you compare with the 2005. When you compare with the 2005, 2008 wizard is little, not little, sir, massive upgraded. Okay, you compare these two, you can easily understand. Okay, you can compare these two, you can easily understand. Now, in 2005, okay, you need to accept all the licenses and everything, and you can just click on next. Okay, you will get the installation. Okay, you will get the installation prerequisites. It will check the prerequisites. From 2008 onwards, you need to go for installation. You need to go for installation. And as I told you right yesterday, you remember, one, you will perform standalone installation. One more, you will perform SQL cluster installation. Okay, 90% you will perform standalone installation. 10%, 10 to 5 to 10% you will perform SQL cluster installation. Okay, this is almost dead future, sir. This is almost dead future, but still we are using. Many organizations are using, but no more new requests you will get. Old environment still we are working, but no more new requests will come. SQL cluster installation. See here, if you wanted to go for SQL cluster installation, this is the two things you need to. As of now, don't think, sir. SQL cluster. After 20 days, we'll go for SQL cluster installation. That time you will become strong. Focus only on the standalone installation. Focus only on the standalone installation. What do you mean by standalone installation, Subbu? Means this installation is completely depend on which VM you are installing. Okay, whatever the VM you are installing, on that VM you are installing SQL Server. If something happened to the VM, entire your SQL will also down. Okay, something happened to SQL, your SQL will down. Something happened to server, also your SQL is down. But when you go for SQL on cluster, what is the flexibility means? If something happens, see, this is standalone VM, standalone SQL. Okay, this is cluster. Okay, this is cluster. Okay, SQL on cluster. SQL on cluster. Okay, standalone means this is a independent instance. If something happened to this SQL will down. If something happened to this server, SQL will down. Everything is down, sir. But when you go for SQL on cluster, if something happened to this, no worries, I will take care this one. Okay, you are maintaining multiple copies. Okay, you are maintaining SQL services multiple copies. Here you are maintaining one copy. Here you are maintaining one copy. Here you are also maintaining one more copy. How many copies will maintain all this stuff also we'll see, sir. If something happened to this will take responsibility to run the services. If something happened to this server will take responsibility to run the services. To run the services. Okay, so then why, Subbu, you are saying that this is the good, right? If something happened to this will taken care. If something happened to this will taken care, right? Then why, Subbu, means when you go for SQL on cluster, you can't store the data in the local disks. You can't store the data in the local disk. Means this is my local disk, sir. C drive is my local disk. D drive is my local disk, right? When you go for SQL on cluster, you can't store the data in the local disk. That is one of the biggest minus if you go for SQL on cluster. Why means you can't store your data in the local disk. Definitely you need a shared SAN storage. SAN storage. Okay. If you go for SQL on cluster, you can't store your data in the local disk. But when you go for standalone, you can store your data in the local disk. You can store your data in the local disk. This is one important point. This is one of the most critical point. Why nowadays we are not using SQL on cluster means if you go for SQL on cluster, we can't use local data. Definitely we need to go for the shared SAN storage only. Shared SAN disk, shared storage. Always we need to go for shared storage. If something happened to shared storage, everything is gone. But when you compare with the local disk, okay, shared disks are little dangerous, sir. Shared disks are nothing but network disks. Shared disks are network disks are little dangerous disks. Okay, how to create the shared disk, how to assign the shared disk, everything will talk practically only, not theoretical, sir. Okay, don't think how to, I don't know, Subbu, how to create the shared disk, how shared disks are working. Everything will talk practically. You can understand easily, sir. Okay, when we are discussing clusters, that time we'll go for practically. You will become network team, you will become storage team, you will become Windows team, you will become Active Directory team. Okay, not only SQL, you will become all the team here because in real world you are having separate teams. But when we are discussing, no one's are. You are only one person. Okay, you need to build the cluster. You need to build the cluster from the scratch level. So how to build the cluster from scratch level also we'll talk practically. That time you can understand easily. So just to provide an idea, what do you mean by standalone? Okay, so standalone is a independent SQL, which is completely rely on that server. Okay, that server. If something happened to SQL, we are gone. If something happened to server, also we are gone. But when you go for SQL on cluster, if something happened to this, no worries, this will taken care. If something happened to this will taken care. The services. Okay, but there is also major drawback. What is the major drawback? You can't store data in the local. You need definitely shared storage only. Okay, that is one of the major flaw with the SQL on cluster. So we are going to discuss standalone installation, sir. Okay, completely whole this month we'll sit on the standalone. Next month we'll start with the SQL on cluster. Okay, SQL on cluster, and mostly you won't get chance to build the SQL on cluster, but you must and should know. You must and should know how to build the SQL on cluster, all this stuff. Now, when you click on new SQL Server standalone installation, or you already installed SQL Server, sir. You already installed SQL Server in your laptop, in your server. You already installed SQL Server. See, in my laptop, I already having multiple instance. I already installed multiple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 instance already running in my server. In my server, already 5 instances running. So for example, you wanted to add a feature to the existing installation. You wanted to add a feature to the existing installation, or you wanted to perform the new installation. You need to go for new SQL Server standalone installation or add features to the existing installation. Getting my point, everyone? Everyone clear?
Yes.
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 So let's drive this both these are parallelly. You will get an idea. So if I'm going for SQL Server 2000 setup file, so it is asking first installation prerequisites, then click on install. Okay. It is not installing anything. It is checking the prerequisites, everything. Then click on next. You will get one more wizard. See, many times you will get this pop-up, sir. Okay, because our operating system is not compatible with SQL Server 2005. Okay, it's older, sir. So click on cancel. No worries. You will get one more wizard. See, welcome to Microsoft SQL Server Installation Wizard. Now click on next. Okay, it is validated all the prerequisites. System health check. I will talk about this, sir. Then click on next. Okay. Now see, it is asking registration information. Okay, like your name, your company name, along with the licensing key. So inbuilt, you are getting license key. See, this is your volume licensing key. Inbuilt, you are getting licensing key. How I will get inbuilt license keys, Subbu? I will talk about this also. Okay, you can provide your name, your organization name, and by default you are getting the licensing key. You no need to provide any licensing key, sir. Based on the licensing key, it can be enterprise edition, it can be standard edition, it can be developer edition, or we'll talk about licensing key, sir. Hold for 5 minutes. Just click on next. Okay, now see, it is asking whether you need to install database engine service, analysis engine, notification service, integration service, and some other components. So as I told you, right, what is a major service? Database engine. What is our major service? Database engine. Okay, an analysis service, integration service, reporting services, all are other components where DBA need to be taken care. But one of the major component for DBA is database engine. One of the major component is database engine. When you install database engine, okay, by default you will get the two services. One is SQL Server service, one is SQL Agent service. Very important point you need to remember, sir. When you install database engine service, you will get the two services. One is SQL Server service, one is the SQL Agent service. Please keep that in mind. This is very important. Okay, very important. Now, along with the database engine, what service I need to install? Okay, now I need to go for analysis or notification service or integration service or workstation components, other tools also. Now there is an option called advanced. When you click on advanced, see, you will get the database engine, okay, database service, analysis service, notification service, client components. We'll talk about the client components in a while, sir. Integration service and documents as well. Okay, documentation, sample, all the stuff. Okay, this is how the wizard looks like when you go for SQL Server 2025. So, come on, 2005. Sorry, 2005. This is how wizard. This has been simplified, sir, a lot from SQL Server 2008. From SQL Server 2008, Microsoft has been simplified a lot. What Microsoft simplified, Subbu? Okay, let's go to our VM, sir. Let's go to our VM. Node 1 is my server where I need to install SQL Server. I am not installing in my laptop. I am installing in my server, sir. Okay. Then how, Subbu, what I need to do is, as of now, you no need to focus how to install VMs, all this stuff, sir. Okay. Let's focus how to install SQL Server. You don't want focus how to install the VMs, how to spin the VMs, all this stuff. Let's focus how to install SQL Server. Okay, I will take a separate session how to spin this VMs. Okay, mostly next week you will get it, sir. How to spin the VMs. I will take in the general day. I don't disturb the morning session, sir. I will call you in some free time. Okay, and I will it will take almost 1.5 hour, 1 hour to 1.5 hour to spin these VMs. Okay, to spin these VMs. So I don't want disturb our regular sessions. I will take a separate session. I will call you everyone. The people who are not able to attend, you can go for recording. The people who are able to attend, you can attend the live session, sir. It's very simple how to spin the VM. So I will provide you the VMware tool. I will provide the Windows operating system. Everything you can download from the link, and you can install the link, and you can do the practice. Okay, if your laptop is compatible. If your laptop is not compatible, don't think about the VM, sir. Everything you can do on your local laptop. Okay, everything you can do on your local laptop. Nothing different. Only one different you will notice. Apart from everything is same. How you are installing SQL Server on the server, how you are installing SQL Server on your laptop, both are same only. There is nothing different here. So don't get confused. Oh, Subbu, my laptop is not compatible, but I wanted to practice in the VM. Nothing. You should know how to install SQL Server. That's it. As a DBA, you should know how to install SQL Server, where to install SQL Server. If you're good at that stuff, you are good, sir. Okay. Now, let's go for our server first. Okay. Now, here no one is there, sir, to provide the setup file. This is our lab servers, right? Now you need to download the setup file, sir. Okay. I will provide you the two links. Okay. One link is SQL Server download, sir. Okay. You can go to the Google, search for SQL Server download. Okay. And you can open the SQL Server download. One more link I will provide you is, okay, my Visual Studio. Hey, Subbu, I wanted to practice older versions also. Okay. Uh, by default, when I go for SQL download, it is going for directly to the 2022. Okay, it is directly going for 2022 SQL Server 2022. But I wanted to practice uh, older SQL Server also. Okay, I think uh, I think I forget my password. Thanks. Password. I need to reset it. Why? What happened? Oh, VPN. Please retry with a different device or your VPN or authentication. Sign in. Okay, no worries. Let's go to our laptop. Let's open my Visual Studio.com download, sir. Okay, my Visual Studio. Okay, download. I will share you this link in the video description. You can find it. Okay. It will ask you to authenticate, sir. If you are having Outlook email or Skype email, you can provide the Outlook email, Skype email. It will try to sign up, sir. Okay, sign up. But here you no need any sign up. But when you especially go for myvisualstudio.com, definitely you need to the sign up. Okay, means you need to sign in. Okay, you need to sign in, sir. So I already sign in with my Outlook account. Okay, Outlook or Skype account, both are same only. If you're having Outlook account, if you're having Skype account, you can directly go on sign in. Means you can directly provide your username and means email address and password. It will try to authenticate, sir. Let's go for SQL Server 2022 first. Okay. Now I am installing SQL Server on-prem. Okay. Now I'm going for SQL Server 2022 on-prem. I'm not going for cloud, sir. Okay. I will talk about these two also in a while. Sir. Okay. Just go for SQL Server 2022 on-prem. Click on download. it will open one more link. Okay, so it is asking to provide the details. Okay, you need to provide the details like Subbu, CN, whatever email, URS @gmail.com. Okay, and the company, for example, IBM. Okay, and location India. Okay, company size 1000 plus, role DBA. Okay, mobile number, random number. You no need to provide the correct number. Okay, you can provide whatever number you can give it. Then click on here, click on download. Okay, it will provide you one link. Okay, it will again open here. You need to go for uh, executable file download 64-bit edition. Okay, you will, when you click here, it will prompt you to download. It is size of 4 MB only, sir. Okay, the size of 4 MB. Wait. When you open the downloads, you will see the SQL Server Evaluation Edition, which is 4 MB size. But don't think the setup file size is 4 MB only, sir. When you open this one, okay, SQL Server 2022 Evaluation Edition, nothing but like Enterprise Edition only, sir. You will see the basic, you will see the download media, you will see the custom. Go for download media. Okay, there are two things. One is ISO file, one is a cap. So we don't want go for cap, we will go for ISO file only, sir. Choose ISO file and choose the location. Now this is very important. Where I need to download this one. Okay, don't download in the download directory. Always what you need to do is go to the server, create a folder. What I will do in my real world is I will create a folder called utility folder. Okay, then I will create a folder called SQL setup. SQL setup. Okay, now here I will download the files. Here I will download. When I'm downloading the file or when I'm copying the file, when I'm downloading the file, when I'm copying the file, I won't copy and paste in randomly. That is a very bad practice. I will create a folder called utility and I will create a folder called SQL setup. I will copy that I will copy the file into that specific folder only. I won't keep in the desktop. I won't keep in the download. So I will properly create a folder called utility and create a folder called SQL setup, and I will keep the directory there. Okay. Why Subbu? Means when you are installing SQL Server, it will prompt you to restart the server. When you are installing SQL Server, it will prompt you to restart the server. When you are restarting the server, sometimes whatever you downloaded and whatever you kept in the download directory, that will disappear in certain cases. Okay, so that's the reason. Don't keep anything in the download. Okay, either it can be patches, it can be SQL Server setup file. Don't keep anything once you download, once you copy. Don't keep anything download. What you need to do, you are having your own directories, right, sir? Keep it there. Okay, is it understandable, everyone? Keep it there by keeping SQL setup file. I will follow the best practice like utility, SQL Server patch, SQL Server setup file, and I will copy it. I will click on download and I will download there. Why Subbu means I told you, right? When you keep in the desktop, when you keep in the download, when you are rebooting multiple times server, sometimes the files will be disappears. Oh, in my laptop it is not disappearing, Subbu. Why it will disappear in real world? It will happen, sir. That's the reason I am telling. Don't keep anything in the download file. Okay. Okay, everyone.
Yeah, Subbu, fine.
Yes.
Okay, same thing you can do on your local laptop also, sir. Okay, same thing you can do on your local laptop. What you need to do? I no need to provide again all the files, all the data, sir. Anyhow, the file is there, right? I will copy this file. I will open into copy into my local laptop. I am opening here and I will download, sir. My local laptop I can relay. It won't delete the download files. Okay, I'm going for download. I am keeping in the download directory only. But in real world, follow the best practice. When you are practicing on local laptop also, you can practice same, sir. Keep the utility folder, keep the SQL setup file, and download the sir. That is one of the best practice will follow. See, now it is downloading. Okay, I think the download is done. No, come on. Any doubts to download the SQL Server setup file? No, right? Everyone? Are there online people? If you go for SQL Server 2022, sir. So if I wanted to download the older versions, okay, if I want to download older version, I told you, right? Go to the, okay, go to myvisualstudio.com. Okay, go to myvisualstudio.com. Why, sir? Why this one so slow? Cancel. I don't want in my local app. Close it. Why this much slow? Slow. It is downloading. Okay, fine. Come on here. What happened to Visual Studio? Okay, now it's open. Now, once you open the visualstudio.com, myvisualstudio.com, once you sign up, okay, then it went for benefits. No, you need to go for downloads. Okay. Now, sir, search for which version you wanted to download. Come on, yeah. Okay. Now my setup file is downloaded, sir. You can close it. Now go to the C drive where you kept it. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me eject, sir. I don't want this one. Let's go to the C drive. Let's go to the utility. Let's go to the SQL Server setup file. Are everyone able to see SQL Server 2022?
Yes.
Yes. So when you double click here, okay, it will prompt you to the new directory. Okay. Now when you open with the new window, it will prompt you. See, you need to remember these directories, sir. Okay, 100 ENULP, which is renamed actually older versions. You will see only 1033. Okay, now it has been renamed to 1033 ENULP. Okay, revisits, resources, tools, x64. Nothing but 64-bit operating system, sir. At least remember these 4 directories names. Okay, these 4 directories. What they are doing means, I told you, right? It contains the tools, sir. Whatever the tools it needed, it contains in the reset. Microsoft will kept resources. It will also get the binary files only. Nothing will be there. Tools, dependency tools. Like for example, if you wanted to work with the Oracle, so Microsoft kept a tool for Oracle as well. But we won't do all this stuff. At least remember these directory names. Okay, that's the one thing. And there will be setup file here also. You need to open the run as administrator. run as administrator. So when you specially download whatever, can we install SQL Server 2005 on any Windows version? SQL Server 2005, 2008, it will work, sir, but now we are in the latest operating system, right? It will throw an errors. Now it will throw an errors. You no need to install anything, sir. It will throw an errors, okay? That's the reason I told you, right? How the wizard looks like. If you go and search in Google how SQL Server set a file step-by-step installation means, it will throw the screenshot for us. That is a good. We no need to install. We no need to try, sir. But 2008, yes, you can install. 2008, you can try to install, sir. Okay, but when you go for 2005, it will throw an errors, especially. Where is it? Why it is not prompting? Would you like to sign out? What is the? I forget my password actually. I need to reset it. My Visual Studio. AzureSQLChamp. Please retry with a different device or use the VPN or other authentication method to sign in. Interesting. Check the device. Authentication. Oh, I'm getting authentication tag to the connect. 1 second, sir. Connect. Okay. No process. Oh. For this account, I not set it. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me reset my password, sir. For my account, I forget the password. Forget the password. I need to ask a guy. Come on. Okay. Currently, I think maybe my Visual Studio, I think it's not working. Okay. What? Oh, here. Bigger font. Okay. Yeah. Let's zoom it. Okay. Okay. No worries. Currently, my Visual Studio is I think it's not working. I will test it again. Okay. My bad today. Okay. No worries. Now let's go for our installation, sir. I don't want to waste our time. So today, see, once you copy the setup file, okay. For example, once you copy the setup file, once you extracted the setup file, you need to click on the setup file, sir. Now close this one. Everything close. You don't want anything now. Wizard everything. Now make it clear. Okay. Who is writing? Okay. Now this is how wizard looks like. Your SQL Server 2022. You are in the latest, sir. See, when I shown you, right, SQL Server 2008, almost it are same, right? Almost it are same, right, everyone? Agree, not agree? You are in 2022. Okay. When you compare with SQL Server 2008, SQL Server 2022 is also almost nearby only, sir. Nearby. Okay. Nearby. Again, there is nothing much changes. But internally, some changes has been done. What are the changes? We'll talk. What are the changes we'll talk. So when you open any wizard, it can be SQL Server 2008, 2012, 14, 16, 17, 19, 22. If you open the wizard, the first thing what you need to do is hardware software requirement. Okay. If you click on this one, it will prompt you, it will directly go to the Microsoft document. You no need to go and search what are the minimum requirement to install this version. So you no need to go anywhere, sir. You no need to search also. In the planning session, if you click on hardware and software requirement, it will directly go to the Microsoft website. You will get to know what is the minimum requirement, maximum requirement, what is the operating system, everything it will display. So yesterday we already talked, like I don't want to repeat the same thing. That is the one good thing with the wizard. Next thing, what I need to do is system configuration checker. This is very important. Okay, system configuration checker. This is very, very important, sir. When you click on system configuration checker, okay, it will check your operating system whether it is compatible or not to install this version. Okay, this is the first thing. Will I do every time this Subbu means? No, sir. Who is drawing this? Okay. Will I do everything this time? So this every time this Subbu means? No, sir. But again, this is also one of the best practice. It won't take more time, so it will just take 1 or 2 seconds. Okay. You are checking whether your system is compatible or not. Okay. Now it is checking almost setup administrator, restart computer, Windows management instruments, WMI services. What do you mean by WMI services? Also, we'll see, sir. Okay, .NET framework, computer domain controller, system setup product incompatibilities. Okay, it will checks couple of checks and it validate whether your installation is healthy on the system or not. In case any failed, you need to work on it. In case everything is working, you are good to go for installation, sir. So when you open the setup file, first thing I can say, run system configuration checker once. It will throw us any error you may face while you are installing SQL Server. Currently, everything is healthy, sir. So click on OK. Nothing here, you no need to do anything. Now, what is this other things like Azure extension? You will find the upgrade document, online installation. You will get lot of documents, sir. If you want, you can go on read. As of now, I don't want to go all this stuff. I need to install the SQL Server. Go to the install. Before I go into here, okay, there is one more. If you go to the options, okay, where this media is, where this setup file is currently in the E drive. Okay, you will get the option where this installation setup file is. You will see in the E drive. When you go to the advanced, you will see the install based on the configuration files, advanced cluster preparation. So many documents you will see, sir. Many components you will see. Will I need to perform all this stuff, Subbu means? No, sir. Let it be default. You are installing SQL Server. But one thing is very important, sir. Okay, one thing is very important. Assume you don't know anything about this server. Okay, you don't know anything about this server, wherever you are installing. You wanted to verify, is there any SQL Server is already installed in my server? Okay, I don't want search anything. I don't want go for anything anywhere. I need to ask my setup file. Hey, can you please run the discovery report to identify any SQL Server is already installed in my VM? Okay, now this is what, sir. Okay, this is what. When you go to the install SQL Server feature discovery report, it will go and it will provide a report for us. See, it will provide a report us. Any SQL Server is installed. Okay, currently there are nothing, sir. Go to my local laptop. Okay, go to the tools and perform the install SQL Server feature directory. Complete one. Oh, wait, sir. It is asking to close the another setup file. What it is prompting? SQL Server 2008 setup file is already running and cannot be launched more than one at a time. Where it is running? Oh, this one. I think so. 2005 it is asking. Now let's open 2008, sir. Hey, come on. Okay, this is something very interesting. You need to remember this one, sir. Okay, when you go to the tools, install SQL Server Feature Discovery Report. Okay, see, currently there are nothing related to SQL Server 2008. There are nothing related to SQL Server 2008, sir. There are nothing related to SQL Server 2008, which are running on my laptop. On my laptop, no services related to SQL Server 2008 which are running. You got the report or not? There are nothing. So it will prompt you the report if anything is running already in this VM. Currently in this VM, there are nothing which are running for related to 2022. 2022. We are good to install SQL Server. So here only you can check the system configuration checker. Here only you will check the install SQL Server features. Okay, whatever we already any install is happened or not. Currently nothing is there. We are good. Now straight away go to the installation, sir. Straight away you will go to the installation. So you will see a different things. Okay, don't think all this stuff as of now. Go for installation, sir. Now I told you, right, first we are discussing whole this 30 days we'll discuss standalone installation. I am going for new SQL Server standalone installation or add features to the existing installation. Okay, let's go to here. Let's click on here. You downloaded the setup file, you copied the setup file, you open the setup file, go to the tools, click the system checker, click the pull the discovery report. Everything is done. Go to the install and install SQL Server standalone installation. Click on SQL Server standalone installation. Now see, when you click on here, it is prompting to evaluation edition, developer edition, express edition. Okay, see, I downloaded the setup file. Which is belong to evaluation edition. Like it's look like an enterprise edition only, sir. Evaluation edition. But you can also go for developer edition. You can also go for express edition. I don't want evaluation edition. I want to feel how developer edition will looks like. I wanted to feel how express edition looks like. Same setup file, you need to just change the editions and you can install the product. Same setup file, you can just change the editions and you can install the products. You can install one time. You can install evaluation edition. One time you can install developer edition. One time you can install express edition to see how it looks like. Okay, Subbu, well and good. Okay, Subbu, well and good. Sir, this feature is available only from SQL Server 2022, sir. This one, this wizard is from 2022 only. Previously, you won't see this wizard. Sir. Please keep that in mind. Now, I will talk all this stuff in a while. Hold on. Now, there is a concept called product key. If your client is providing the volume licensing key, then you can enter it. Okay. Subbu, in my laptop, how I will get to know the product key? Okay. How I will get to know the product key? I will provide you the product key, sir. Okay. I will provide you the product keys. Okay. You can download it. And you can use the product keys. Like each version, 2022 version, 2019 version, 2017 version, 2016, 2014, 2012, 2008 R2, and 2008. Okay, you will get the product keys, and I will share the link also. Okay, you can use the product keys. But before I go into the product keys, you need to understand. Okay, if we are providing all zeros, okay, if you are providing all zeros, or no, why? It's not copied. Copy. Okay, if you are providing all zeros, when you click on next. Okay, so when you click on next, see SQL Server 2022 Evaluation Edition. Okay, whatever setup you are installing, If you go for all zeros, it is a evaluation edition. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Okay, if you're providing the all zeros, it is a evaluation edition. Okay, evaluation edition.
What? I have a question.
Yes.
What if we specify the edition at the beginning and we put the
Both are
000?
same only. No, both are same only. There is nothing difference. Either you can go for evaluation edition here. See, it's SQL Server 2000 evaluation edition, or
Yes, I mean like when we specify the edition, let's say Express edition at the top, but at the bottom, enter product key, we enter the
no, only
evaluation
one,
product
right?
key.
Only one you can choose. You can't choose both. Only
Yes,
one.
is there going to be any issue or like error?
That's what you can choose. Only one. Either you go for Express edition, or you can
Okay.
go for keys. Not both. You can't
All
go
right.
both at a time. No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Yeah. Now, secondly,
Thank you.
okay, if you want to install Express edition, okay, you download the setup file, sir. For example, you download the setup file. Okay, let's go for 2008 only, sir. Okay, this is SQL Server 2008, right? Older version. Let's go for installation. Okay, let's open the installation. Then click on OK. It will prompt you to open one more wizard, sir. Okay, then click on install. Okay, it is preparing. It will open a wizard, new wizard. Okay, here there is a licensing key product key, sir. Click on next. See, either you can choose here also, either you can provide the product key also. But in build, you are getting the product key, sir. See, when I click on next, it is SQL Server Developer Edition. In build, you are getting the product key. How I will get inbuilt product key? I will talk in a while, sir. So either you can go for this or you can go for this, not both at a time. Please keep that in a that. So if I'm pasting this one, if I'm going here, you see it is a evaluation edition. I hope everyone understanding what I wanted to convey. So if you provide the key, that keys knows it is a enterprise edition, it's a standard edition, it's a developer edition, it's an evaluation edition, and it will install that product. Okay, Subbu, you are already having a key, right? Let's go for 2008. Yeah, 2008. Let's copy the enterprise edition key. Okay, I want to fill the enterprise edition. Okay, now click on here. See, enterprise edition. Everyone getting? It's enterprise edition. Now, based on your key, it is deciding it is enterprise edition, standard edition, evaluation edition, developer edition, express edition. So, to understand more, okay, all zeros will falls under evaluation edition. First set of will fall 1, 1, 1, 1 will falls under express edition. Express edition. First set will falls 2, 2, 2 will falls under developer edition, sir. This is the blind shot. Okay, this is the blind shot. Until SQL Server 2022, for example, if I call this one, okay, if I call this product key, then click on next. It is a developer edition. Developer edition. I think I got one more thing, sir. Let's copy this one. I think how it will work. Okay, how it will work. This is what you need to understand. If I go back, whether it will work or not, let's see. Now see, it is showing error. Okay, in SQL Server 2025. Okay, this is what SQL Server 2025. Please be careful. Until SQL Server 2022. Okay, for evaluation edition, this is the key. For Express edition, this is the key. For developer edition, this is the key. And for enterprise edition, standard edition, you will get the different keys. For web edition, you will get the different keys, sir. But from SQL Server 2025, SQL Server 2025, you will get the evaluation edition, you will get the Express edition, and there is developer edition has been segregated into two. One is Enterprise Developer Edition. One is the Standard Developer Edition from SQL Server 2025. From SQL Server 2025, your Developer Edition has been made into two. One is Enterprise Developer Edition. One is a Standard Developer Edition. In from 2025 onwards, this is your key. Okay, this is your key. Can I use these two keys before 2025 version, Subbu? No, you can't use it. From 2025 only, these keys will work, sir. Until 2025, you are having only three keys. All zeros, evaluation edition, except the first bit. Rest of all the zeros, first bit will be 1. It's Express edition. First will be the 2, and rest of the zeros, you will call it as a developer edition. Okay, and Enterprise edition, Standard edition, you will get the separate keys. This key they will provide you, sir, in real world. Okay, these keys you will get in real world. Don't use this keys, sir. Okay, please. Getting my point, everyone? No? Yes? Are you there, online people?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sorry?
Developer.
No, your voice is breaking, sir. Okay. Now, one thing I wanted to share, sir. From 2016, okay, from 2016, earlier developer edition is also chargeable. Microsoft is charging little sir for developer edition. Okay, from 2016, okay, SQL Server Developer Edition free. Okay. Developer Edition 2016. Okay. Is there any different way between Enterprise Edition developer? Yes, sir. There may be. Yeah, there may be. I not went that much deep dive on 2025. Okay, but yes, there may be. What I wanted to convey is before 2016, sir, SQL Server 2016, developer edition is also chargeable. Okay, Microsoft is charging some minimum amount, but from 2016, developer edition completely free, sir. Okay, developer edition completely free. You can use it for free purpose. You can use it for free purpose even for developer edition. So that's what you need to make it just note down, sir. So these are all the different editions, different licensing keys. Okay, different license keys. When you are installing a SQL Server, you need to specify the keys. So for example, if I wanted to install, I'm installing 2022, right? When I copy this one, okay, and you can paste it. Now clearly, it will prompt you. It is a Enterprise edition. It is a Enterprise edition. My SQL, I'm installing the Enterprise edition. That license key belongs to Enterprise edition. Okay, Subbu, fine, I understood. Okay, Subbu, fine, I understood. But how I need to inbuild this key? How I need to inbuild this key? That is very important, right? Yes or no? How I need to inbuild? I no need to provide every time the key. I no need to provide every time the key. Okay, I no need to provide every time the key. Now, how you can inbuild this key? See, when I open the setup file, this key need to be inbuilt. This key need to be inbuilt. This key need to be inbuilt. How you will provide this inbuilt, sir? How you will provide that inbuilt means cancel this one. Okay, cancel this one. First, go to the view, sir. Go to the options. Okay, go to the option. Change the option folders. Go to the view. You need to uncheck hidden extension for unknown file types. You need to uncheck this option. Okay, you need to uncheck this option on that computer where you wanted to inbuild the license key for your product. Okay, Now, what you need to do, you can open the text file, sir. Open the text file. Okay. Whatever the context I'm providing, you need to paste that context. Let's zoom it, sir. Okay. Okay. Colon SQL Server 2022 configuration. SQL Server 2022. Okay. SQL Server 2022 configuration, and you need to specify the option. Okay. And ID. Here you need to provide the license key. Okay. Here you need to provide the product ID. Product ID. You need to provide the license key. Don't change anything, sir. As it is, just you need to change the version. You need to change the key, and you need to save. Don't save like this. How you need to save means, okay, go for file, go for save as. Okay, keep like default setup dot ini. Okay, this is the format you need to save, and you can keep it in the currently in the C drive only. Currently, just keep in the C drive. Now go to the C drive. See, default setup.ini is like a configuration setting. This is very important. File type should be configuration setting. Copy this file to the where you are having ISO file, right? Copy that ISO file. Go to the 64. Okay. Then you need to paste it. You need to paste it. I think I need to close it. Close it. Exit. Okay. 1 second, sir. Let me go to the center file. Let me open this file and let me paste it. There is no enough space for you need to additional 2 KB to copy the file space. How come it is possible? Open new file. Let me do one thing. Let me create a file here itself. Yeah. Let me 1 second, sir. Why am not able to copy? Run as administrator. Expand. Okay, let me open this file. Go for save as. Go to drive. Go to 64. Okay. Click on save. Another location. Choose another location. It is very bad. It's just 0. Property. Key spaces 0 bytes.
Subbu,
Yeah.
I think we can include this license key in the existing config file also.
Where?
Setup config file.
That's what that's what. If we need to open here, we need to paste that one. Okay, but unfortunately, wait.
It's not a drive. No, when you open the setup file, it is opening as a CD-ROM, some external drive. You need to extract into some other drive. Then after that, we can be able to paste that config file.
Subbu, I think already his file is there, right? In that setup file, because already it is showing as default key, right? So in that file, how
No. There is no file in the 64.
Okay.
No. ISO file I can't extract here.
No, we need to use the external tools.
It will waste our time, sir. Let's do in my local laptop. Anything is fine. Okay. Let's go to the top. Okay. Go to 64. Now can I do one thing? Can I create it? What I already created. Okay. Let's open with Notepad. I need to mention 2019. This is 2019, sir. I downloaded the setup file 2019. And what is the product key? 2019. This is my product key. Okay. This is my product key, and I need to save it. Okay, done. Now I can copy this one. Go to wait. Yeah, wait. I need to extract it, I think so. Yeah. Hold on.
Need external tools, Subbu.
I can. Sorry, yeah. One second, let me connect my external hard disk. Okay. Exit. Open my computer. Let's go for okay. Let's go for binary files. Let's go for SQL Server 2022. I need to install the tool on extract. My laptop also all are ISO files only, not extracted files. No single is extracted, all are ISO only. ISO.
Otherwise, you can see this point later on, right? And continue.
this. It. Okay, no worries, sir. I don't want distract here. Okay, let it be. I will take a separate session how to integrate the key to the setup file. Okay, how to integrate the key to the setup file. I will take a separate session. Okay, it will disturb our actual installation.
Okay.
Shit. Okay. See, when you once you download the setup file, okay, once you go to the setup file, you will start installing the setup file. So what are the two things you need to remember? One is licensing key. That is also very important. 50-50 chance, sir. Some organization they will integrate the licensing key. How they will integrate, I will let. I already shown you. Only I think I need to extract the file. Okay. You need to create the default setup file. Okay, and you need to copy this into the 64. Okay, when you copy this file to the 64, by default it will get the licensing key, inbuilt licensing key. You no need to specify the licensing key. Only that thing I need to extract that one. Okay, open new standalone SQL installation. Okay, no worries about integrating all this stuff. I am going for directly. I'm providing the licensing keys are here. Anyhow, I'm installing Enterprise Edition. I'm going for Enterprise licensing key. Okay, now I am going for SQL Server 2022 Enterprise Edition. See, which key? Oh, wait. Maybe I not properly copied. Okay, not properly copied. Yeah, fine. Click on next. Okay, SQL Server 2022 Enterprise Edition means when you are installing SQL Server, either inbuilt they are providing license key or you are providing license key. Easily you can understand what edition you are installing. So once you click on license window, it will prompt you whether you are installing developer edition, evaluation edition, express edition, or enterprise edition, or standard edition, or web edition. So you will get to know which edition you are installing SQL Server. Now mostly you will perform two installation in real world, sir. One is standard edition, one is enterprise edition. Okay, express edition also we will install. Developer edition also we will install, sir. In real world, mostly developer edition you will get very less chance because developers they will install their developer edition. Mostly you won't get a chance to install the developer edition, but express edition you may get a chance to install. Express edition you may get chance to install. Standard edition and enterprise edition, again all editions are same. There is nothing difference. I told you right clearly, when I'm installing SQL Server, whatever edition, it is not depend on the installation. There is nothing difference in installation. Where you will see the difference means when you go for features. Okay, when you go for features, the difference you will notice. When you go for features, you will see the difference. When you go for based on the editions, what features are compatible, what features are not compatible. The installation is a installation. Installation is a common, sir. Whatever version you are installing, your installation is a common. There is nothing different. Please keep that in your mind. Very important. Only what you will see the difference, whatever the features, whatever the resources, that you will see the difference. Apart from nothing, you will see difference when you are installing SQL Server in cloud, when you are installing SQL Server in on-prem. In on-prem also same, in cloud also same, in editions also same. Nothing difference you will notice. Only the difference you will see is what are the features are compatible, not compatible based on the edition. Someone asked, right, what is the difference, Subbu? I will notice means the feature compatibility. This is not compatible, this is compatible, this is not compatible, this is compatible, this is not compatible. I think Sandeep, you asked, right? There is nothing difference, only the future difference. See, when you buy a car, Okay. In car also there are the editions, right? When you buying a product, you will get the editions. Like when you are buying iPhone also. Okay. When you buy the iPhone also, 16, 16 Pro, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max, 16 Pro Max Plus. You are having 4 different versions when you are purchasing iPhone. Okay. Even when you take the Samsung also. Okay. Samsung S3, S3 Pro, S3, S3 Ultra. Okay. You will find Ultra also. So what is the difference, sir? You will see the size, battery, charging, RAM, memory, processor, cameras. You will see the difference. Apart from Samsung is a Samsung, SQL is a SQL. Whatever edition you are installing, let it be installed, sir. Nothing. Where you will see the difference means features you will see the difference. So don't think that, hey, Subbu is not showing how to install web editions, how to install Express edition. I told you all the shortcuts. So when you are installing, okay, you can choose evaluation edition, you can choose Express edition, you can choose developer edition, you can provide the licensing key. I will tell you, I will provide the licensing key. You can provide the licensing key, and you can provide, and you can feel that, oh, I install enterprise edition, oh, I install Express edition, I install developer edition. Almost all are same only. That is how you can feel it, sir. Now click on next. So once you accept the licensing, provide the licensing key, then click on next. Click on next, sir. So it is checking the updates. Now you will ask one question, Subbu, do you need any internet? Because Microsoft is asking update, right? Do you need any internet if I want to install SQL Server? Not at all. You no need any internet connection if you want to install SQL Server, sir. Okay. You no need any internet connection if you want to install SQL Server. You can happily install a SQL Server, sir, without any internet connection. Please keep that in mind. Okay, now it is validating. Being I'm having internet connection, right? It will validate anything. It will check everything, and it will provide the results. So currently everything is healthy. I'm good to go for install the SQL Server. I'm good to go for install the SQL Server. Then click on next. Okay. This is wizard is very, very important. What features after first your license is very important. Updates are very important. Next, it will prompt you what features you need to install. Okay. As I told you, right? When you go for features, there are 2 types of features. One is the instance features. One is the shared features. What do you mean by instance features? What do you mean by shared features, sir? Okay. Instance features are nothing but every time when you are installing SQL Server, you need to install the instance features. Every time when you are installing SQL Server within the same server, if you are installing one more time, every time you need to install the instance features. Okay. When you are installing first time, you need to install the shared features. Second time onwards, you no need to install the shared features. You no need to install the shared features. Second time when you are installing. When you are installing second time onwards, you no need to install the shared features. As I clearly told you in real world, every server, we will maintain only one instance. Okay. 90% in global, every server will maintain only one instance because performance is very important for us. So you no need to worry, sir. So what do you mean by shared features? Only one time. You no need to install multiple times. So for example, next time again I'm installing SQL Server 2022. I need to install this feature. So boom is no need. It will grayed out. See, just for your reference. When I'm going for SQL Server 2022 in my laptop, this is in my laptop, sir. If I'm going for SQL Server 2022, okay, my shared features will be grayed out because in my laptop, I already having multiple instances, right? I already having multiple instance. See, this is server. This is my laptop. Okay. This is my laptop, sir. Please don't get confused. This is my laptop. Okay, on my laptop. When I go to the install, go to the standalone. Okay, go to the install, go to the standalone. Now you can close it, sir, once you open the standalone. Okay, then click on next. You no need to wait also. You no need to wait. Then click on next. You no need to wait, sir. It will prompt you the next. It will validate everything and it will prompt you the installation. What I wanted to show is what you mean. You should understand what is the shared feature, sir. See, in my laptop, I already having multiple instances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already 5 instances are available, and it is asking you need to install new installation. Yes, I need to install. Perform new installation. So if you already installed SQL Server and you wanted to add the feature, then go for add feature, and you need to choose which instance I need to add. Okay, because this is 2019, 2017, 2016, 2014, sir, and there is also 2022. That's the reason it is asking you are installing SQL Server 2022 and it is choosing SQL Server 2022 instance only. Okay, if you wanted to add a feature, you need to go for this. If you wanted to perform new installation, you need to go for this. Then click on next. I'm performing new installation. Okay, I am choosing evaluation edition only. Okay, click on accept, click on license, and I no need to go for this one. Let it be skip this one. I will talk about this in the Azure, sir. In the Azure, I will talk about this. Click on next. Don't go for Azure extension, all this stuff. Now see, my shared feature is grayed out, right? My shared feature is grayed out, right? Everyone, come on, sir. My shared feature is grayed out, right?
Yes, yes.
That's what I wanted to convey, sir. Shared features are only one-time installation on the one server, sir. Okay, if you are installing next time, you no need to select the shared features. Okay, you can install n number of times. Shared features will be applicable for all the instance. That only you should understand. So, but instance features, every time you need to install. Every time you need to install instance feature. So that's what you need to understand, sir. When you are installing SQL Server, there are two types of features. One is the shared features, one is the instance features, one is the shared features. Shared features are one-time installation, but instance features are every-time installation. Okay. Now, what are the things you are getting in the instance features? One is database engine, replication, missile level language, full text catalog, data quality service, polybase, analysis service. Okay, these are all will comes under instance features. These are all will comes under instance features. This will comes under shared features. Integration service will comes under shared features. Subbu, I am literally getting confused. You are saying that SQL installation is very easy, but what are all these features? I'm not understanding. Again, sir, 90 to 95%, 90 to 95%, you will select database engine, replication. You will select database engine, replication. Okay, you will select data quality service under instance feature. Under shared features, data quality client, master data service, integration service. These are the common features we'll install. What is this, Subbu? I will talk, sir. After installation, I will talk about this. What is this? You know about integration service. I told you, right? Integration service is a mandatory, Subbu. I think that yes, I will tell yes as per my experience. I will tell yes because if you wanted to use import export wizards, integration service is a mandatory. If you want to work with the wizards, all that stuff, integration service is a mandatory. Sir, better install integration service. It won't make harm. It won't make consume your resources. Okay, in the background, it is a lightweight service only. Then what about mission level language, full text catalog, polybase, analysis service? Okay, if explicitly someone is asking, you need to install these products. Otherwise, you don't need, sir. You don't need. What is this mission level language? If you wanted to run the Python, Java, R language directly in SQL Server, okay? If you open SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio, and if you wanted to run the Java language, if you wanted to run the Python script, if you wanted to run the R language directly, okay, directly in the SQL Server, then you need machine level language. Then you need machine level language, sir. Otherwise, you don't need. Okay, otherwise you don't need. Okay, please keep that in your mind. So this one, full text. Your application team will ask us enable the full text catalog. There is a concept called full text catalog, full text index catalog. Then only we'll enable. Otherwise, we won't enable this feature, sir. I'm not understanding, Subhumis. When I'm talking on index, when we go for index session, that day we'll talk about this concept. Otherwise, you no need to install this one also. When you want to use the external table, okay, if I want to get the Hadoop functionality, big data, anyone knows about big data Hadoop? If I wanted to get the Hadoop functionality, I wanted to create the external tables. And I wanted to get the Hadoop functionality. Then you need the polybase. Otherwise, you don't need to polybase also. Later on also you can install, sir. I told you, right? You can add the features to the existing installation. If your project wants to use the external tables Hadoop functionality, then you will go for polybase. Okay, if your project are using Python or language, then you will go for machine level language. If your project wants to use the full text catalog index, then you need full text service. Otherwise, you don't need full text service also. If your project wants to use the analysis service, you will install the analysis service. Otherwise, you don't need to install analysis service. So default, you need to select this one, sir. Default you need to select. But there is one flaw here you need to understand. Until SQL Server 2019, okay? Until SQL Server 2019, when you go for SQL Server 2019 installation, okay? They are not showing clearly. One second, sir. When you go for SQL Server 2019, is that showing? Yeah. See. So when you go to the instance feature are same. See, when you go to the SQL Server 2019, the instance feature are same. This is 2022, sir. 2019. This is 2019. SQL Server 2019. This is. See, instance features are same. Okay, instance features are same, but little different. In the machine level language, okay, if you select here, okay, in the 2019, you will see R language, Python language, Java. For what you wanted to install machine level language? You want for Python, you want for R language, you want for Java. But in 2022, this has been merged. Okay, you know it. You are just installing machine level language. Okay, you are just installing machine level language. But in 2019, you can choose which language you want. R language, Python language, Java language. And full text catalog is same. Polybase. Okay, when you select the polybase in 2019, okay, you will get Java connector, polybase. Okay, external table. But here, this has been integrated. You don't need to worry. In 2022. Okay. But the major difference you will see is the shared features. In 2022, the shared features are minimized a lot. Only you will see the data quality, integration service, master data service. Okay, master data service and redistributable features. Okay, Microsoft changed a lot in the shared service. But when you go for until 2019, you will see machine language, data quality client tool connectivity, data quality. Sorry. Okay, you will see data quality client tool connectivity, client tool backend compatibility, client tool SDK, distributed relay controller, distributed relay client, SQL connectivity SDK, master data service. You are not seeing many things here. Okay, these many things you are not seeing in the 2022 onwards. These are inbuilt now. You no need to select, sir. So Microsoft is enhancing version to version. While you are installing SQL Server, Microsoft is enhancing a lot. What do you mean by that enhance means? Microsoft is making inbuilt many things. You no need to select client tool connectivity, client tool backend compatibility, client tool SDK, distributed relay controller, distributed relay client, SQL client connectivity SDK. You no need to select everything here. These are inbuilt now. There is nothing concept called all this. So I mean to say, at least what you need to do when you are installing SQL Server, install SQL Server 2017. Okay, forget about many people will focus, especially the experienced people. What you will do is, oh, I need to see how developer edition will work. I need to see how enterprise edition will work. I need to see how web edition will work. Rather than doing that stuff, sir, I can tell you, I'm telling you, okay, download 2017. Okay, download 2017, install 2017, and see what are the different windows. What are the different windows you are getting here, here, and here, and what are the features you are getting. So you can compare this one and prepare one best article. I thought to prepare, but every time I'm missing this one. Okay, I thought to prepare, sir. How I will prepare? Very easy. I no need to install also. I no need to install. See, this is our SQL Server 2022-2019 setup file installation. I will go here, SQL Server 2017 step-by-step installation. Okay, step-by-step installation. I will open any block. Okay, I will get to know. Scroll down. See, what are the things I'm able to see here? Okay, scroll down. Yeah, what are the features I can see here? Okay, what are the features I can see here? And see, what are the features? See, I told you, right? Until 2019, you will see the SQL Server client connectivity, distribution, client tool SDK, client tool backend. You will see many things. But when you go for SQL Server 2022, no, you can't see many more, sir. Oh, that means these are all not there? Yes, but this has been integrated to SQL setup file. You no need explicitly to select. You no need to explicitly to select. Getting my point, everyone? Come on, sir. Everyone understood what I wanted to convey?
Yes.
Yes. So
Understood.
when you are learning first time, you should know how to install SQL Server to make you very simplify. I am saying that select database engine service, select replication. You no need any machine level language. You no need any polybase. Okay. Select all the shared features. All are very important only. All shared features are very important. What exactly they are doing, I will talk after installing SQL Server, sir. Once our installation is done, I will talk. All shared features are helping somewhere, somehow in the background. Somewhere, somehow in the background, these shared features are helping. These shared features are helping. So if I wanted to talk, installation itself will take 10 days for us. Installation itself will take 10 days for us, sir. Now what you need to do, okay, when you are having some free time, okay, SQL Server, okay, data quality, data quality service. What it is doing, what this feature is doing. SQL Server data quality is a knowledge-driven data quality product. Okay, DQS enable you build a knowledge base and use the perform the varieties of critical data quality tasks, including the corrections, enrichments, standardizations, okay, deduplications of your data. It is majorly working with data, your data, whatever you are loading. So it is doing many things. So Microsoft provided lot of documents, but we are not going and reading those documents. Okay, we are not going and reading those documents. Like when you start doing your masters, when you start doing your graduation, you will read lot of books. But coming to IT, once you complete your graduation masters, once you enter into the IT, no one is preparing, no one is reading. That is the problem, sir. Here, that's the problem. How many subjects you learn for your masters and degrees, graduates, everyone? How many? 6 to 7, right? Agree, not agree? In India, especially if you go for India, 6 to 7 technologies you run: chemistry, physics, biophysics, mathematics, natural language. Okay, you run this many. But when you go for IT industry, SQL means you're not able to read everything. Okay, when I'm installing, Subbu sir told that you need to select this feature, this feature. What exactly this feature are doing? Why can't I go and research in Google? I will get some information, right? No, we are not doing. That's the problem. That is where we are lacking the technical skills. Okay, yeah. Now, see, always the experienced people, okay, the freshers means whoever first time, go and install the SQL Server, whatever the features I'm selecting, select and install SQL Server, sir. But experienced people, and once you are good at installation, at least any installation, sir, it can be 2019, 2017, 2016, 2022, any installation, first do one installation. Don't go for 2025, sir. Don't go for 2025 until next weekend. Okay, go for 2022 only. Okay, next weekend I will tell you 2025 how to install. That time you can go for 2025 also. Okay, go for installation. That's one of the best thing I can recommend, sir. Okay, is it okay, everyone? Fine. What is this? What is this doing, Subbu? Okay, what is this client tool SDK, distributed relay are doing? I will explain you in a while, sir. Okay, I will explain in a while. Now, I selected the features, whatever I want. These are the common features you need to select. These are the wanted features you need to select, sir. Please keep in your mind, very important. Database engine is very important. Replication is very important. Data quality is very important under the instance features. If you want, you will install analysis service, polybase, machine level language, full text. Otherwise, you never install these products. Okay. But shared features are very important. You need to install. Now, yesterday you remember binary files. You remember binary files yesterday we talked? Okay. These binary files are this, okay. When I'm installing any product, every product is having binary files. Okay. I don't want keep the binary files in C drive. I wanted to keep the binary files in E drive. I told you, right? You need to dedicatedly create a drive. You need to dedicatedly create a drive, and you need to go for the. You need to dedicatedly create a drive, and you need to go for the binary files to the drive. Why, Subbu? Means if something happened to your operating system, the first disk you will do is C drive only. So entire your SQL will also collapse. I don't want to do that stuff. Okay. When I'm installing a product, I don't want to keep my stuff in C drive. I want to keep everything in some other drive. So when I'm installing SQL Server, there is a concept called binary files, right? Those binary files I don't want to keep in the C drive. I wanted to keep in the some other drive. Okay. This is very, very important. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have those many drives in my laptop, sir, due to some storage constraint. So I'm keeping in C drive. But in real world, you should not keep in the C drive. You should keep in the some other drive, binary files drive. Is it clear, everyone? Come on, sir, raise your voice. Is it clear, everyone?
So generally installation is done in only in C drive, right?
No one tool, sir. No one tool in the global. No one tool actually. That is not at all best practice. This is my software. I don't want to take any risk. This is my software. I don't want to take any risk. Okay, that is a generalized format throughout the global is following. But this is my software. I wanted to make safe my software. If something happened to operating system, what is the disk you will format first, sir? What is the disk you will format first? C drive only, right?
C drive.
C drive.
Now, you know that again you are taking risk. Will that be acceptable? Then what you learn, sir? Sorry, what you miss, don't use, sir. Okay, sorry. What we learn? Nothing we learn. If I'm installing again on C drive, I just learn nothing. I just learn nothing, sir. So don't keep anything on C drive. Okay? Educate your application team. Educate your application team. Hey, create a dedicated drive for binary files. 15 to 20 GB is fine, sir. That disk capacity. That disk capacity, how much disk I need to go for binary files, Supumis? 15 to 20 GB is fine. 15 to 20 GB is fine. I can go for all. I can keep that all my binary files in that drive. Okay, this is the one best thing. So one is licensing. I told you clearly. One is features. Select all the shared features that is not making any harm to your product. Instance features, whatever you want, you can select, sir. Out of that database engine, replication, data quality is a mandatory. Analysis service, Power BI, so not Polybase, full text, measure level language. If they want, you will. Otherwise, you won't select. Then click on next. Click on next. Okay. Now, as I told you, right, when you are installing SQL Server, you are having two types. One is a default instance. One is a named instance. When you are installing first time, you can go for the default instance. Hey, Subbu, is a mandatory I need to go for default instance? Not a mandatory, sir. Okay, not a mandatory. You can go for named instance also. But many people will go for default instance, sir. Why also I will tell you. Whatever the computer name, same name for SQL. Same name for SQL. You no need to change. You no need to change the. You no need to provide the different name for SQL Server. Okay, you no need to provide the different name for SQL Server. I don't want to do all this stuff. Whatever computer name, same name will go for SQL Server. But externally, you are seeing MS SQL Server. But internally, your SQL name is your server name, sir. Your laptop name, your computer name. Nothing but server name is nothing but computer name. So when I go for named instance, you need to specify like a different name, like a prod, dev, test, whatever names are. They will provide you the name. Again, sir, when you are going for named instance, don't provide your name. Okay, I know you love your name a lot. I know you love your name a lot. Everyone will love their name a lot, but don't provide your names. Provide prod, dev, test, pre-prod, stage, build, QA, so that you can feel some experience. Hey, when I'm connecting to SQL Server, hey, this is my production server. Hey, this is my dev server. This is my test server. You can feel that feel, sir. If you are providing your names, I don't know what feel you will get it. I don't know what you will get it, sir, if you are providing your name. I know you love your name a lot, but That is the worst practice you are doing. Many people, even I'm highlighting multiple times also, you will provide your name only. That is the worst practice you are doing. So don't provide your names. Provide prod, dev, test. Okay, test. You will feel when you are connecting SQL Server, oh, I am connecting to dev server. I am connecting to prod server. I am connected to test server. Okay. Always educate like this, sir. You don't need to provide your names. Okay. Now, as of now, I'm going for default instance. Okay. As of now, I'm going for default instance. You don't need to change anything. Every instance contains the instance ID. That is that default. You will get it. You should not change anything. Then click on next. Click on next. So when you are installing first time, 95%, 99% you will go for default instance only, sir. Now, this window is very important. So when you select the database engine, see, when you select the database engine, okay, by default, you will get the two services. What are the two services? Okay, when you select the default database engine, what are the two services you will get it? One is SQL Server
SQL.
Service. Yeah.
Agent.
Yes, sir.
Agent.
Good, sir. So you need to provide the service account. So by default, these are running with the service account. Why, Subbu? After installation, also I can provide the service account, right? Now I am installing local accounts. I can install the local account, NT services, MS SQL Server, NT services, MSDT services, NT services, MS SQL Server agent. Let's go for default only, right, Subbu? Why need to change the service account? Means, again, I tell you, sir, once you complete the installation, once you hand out to the application team start using this SQL. Okay. If you wanted to change the service account, you need downtime. Means you need to restart the SQL. You need to restart the SQL, sir. You need to restart the SQL server. If you wanted to change the service account, okay, better when you are installing SQL Server, provide the service account, sir. So how you will create the service account? Let's go to the Active Directory server. Let's go to the domain controller server, sir. Okay, in real world you won't do all this stuff. Okay, in real world you won't do all the things. Okay, in real world you won't do all the things. Who will do, sir? Active Directory team people will do. DSA.MSC. Okay, the shortcut DSA.MSC is the shortcut. It will take some time, sir. Okay, to open Active Directory in my laptop. Because I'm playing here and there, right? That's the reason my servers are a little slow here and there. So you need to provide the service account. So your application team will provide the service account, right? Scroll down, browse. Okay, provide whatever the service account they provided, like NA/XSSQL node 1. This is my service account I already created. Okay, when the object type, you need to select the service account. This is very important. Okay, and in the location, you need to select the entire directory, not server name. This is your server name. You need to select the entire directory. Click on OK and click on check. See, you got the service account name. Click on OK. See, you got the service account name. Now you need to provide the password. You need to provide the password and make it automatic, sir. Always your services should be automatic. When you restart the server, when server is coming online, your services also need to come automatically. If you set it to manual, it will be down, sir. Then that will impact a lot. Always services need to be automatic. Means whenever you restart the server will come, services also will come automatically. Okay, like say you also need to provide the same service account for agent also. So both SQL Server Service, SQL Agent are running both services, both with a single account. Some organizations, they will provide the different account also. Agent will run with a different account. Services will run with this different account. They will provide you, sir, you no need to do. Okay, they will provide you, no need to do. Integration service, let it be run with the default account. We won't change maximum, we won't change it, sir. And browser service will be always in the default account, and it will be in the disable mode only. Then why Subbu browser service? What is a browser service? I will explain tomorrow, sir. Okay, we'll talk tomorrow. Now let's open our, come on here, dsa.msa. Okay, so this is about your service account. There is one option here, grant perform value maintenance task. This is very, very important concept in SQL Server. This is very, very important concept, sir. There is a concept called instance file installation. There is a concept called instance file installation. If you want to enable instance file installation, then you will check this box. Otherwise, you won't check this box, sir. But one of the best practices, you need to enable this option. Okay, there is a dedicated video, sir. We'll have in our lab environments. What is the instance file installation? IFI, instance file installation. What is instance file installation? How to install instance file installation? Why I need to install instance file installation? What is the benefits? What is the benefits? All the stuff. There is a dedicated video, so no need to worry. You will learn this stuff in the upcoming classes. Okay. This is the one of the best practice as a DBA we will recommend to install. Okay. When you are installing SQL Server, check this box. When you are installing SQL Server, check this box. For example, Subbu, when I'm installing SQL Server, I forget to check this box. Will I install later? Yes, sir, you can install later. How to install later? I will show you in that class. Okay. This is a separate concept. This is a separate concept. We'll talk in separate class. As of now, I'm selecting. And you remember yesterday I told you, right? How service account is very important. Okay, service accounts are very important. And collation is a language. Okay, language. Okay, collation is a language, sir. By default, it will go for Latin. Okay, by default, it will go for Latin language. By default. In case if you wanted to change, you can change it, sir. Okay, in case if you wanted to change, you can change it. See, these many collations are there. Okay, Spanish, Japanese, different languages. Okay, Postgres, not Postgres, sir. Okay, different languages are there. Your application team let us know which collation we want to select. Based on there, you need to go and choose that collation, sir. This is very, very important. Okay, if you forget and if you forget and you select default collation, if you wanted to change the collation later on, it's very challenging for DBS. Okay, it is very challenging for DBS. I'm going to take a dedicated session how to change the collation after you install. How to change the collation after you install, sir. As of now, I'm going for the default collation also, Latin English default collation. 95% you will go for default only, sir. 5% they will let you know if they want to change the collation. Otherwise, you no need to think. Is it clear about service account and collation, everyone? No? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. See, sir. This is your Active Directory. Okay. This is your Active Directory, right? What they will do? Yesterday, you remember I told you you will create a ticket to the IT services. IT services people will create the service account, right? Service account, right? What exactly they will do means they will open Active Directory users and groups. and right click on managed services. Okay, managed service accounts. Click on new. Click on user. Again, I told you, right? Service account is also like a user, and provide you the log service account like access, SQL node 3, for example. I'm going for node 3. Okay, or I can do one thing, sir. Rather than node 3, node 1. Okay, let's go for different. I think you are not able to see this screen, everyone. I already customized display settings. Let me zoom a bit, sir. Yeah, now it's okay, fine. Okay, now everyone, it's clear right now, everyone? Yes? At least. Okay. Now see, sir, I am creating a service account called Access. Okay. Rather than SQL, I am going for agent. Okay, agent node 1. For agent, I'm creating the service accounts. Okay. And this is my domain. I'm having only one domain. If you're having different domain, you need to change the domain name. Click on next and provide the password, sir. Okay. Password should be never expire because this is a service account. Password should be never expire. Okay. You need to check this one. Click on next. Click on finish. Now I created the service account. Now I will go back here and I want to change this service account. Check name. See, I will get this service account and I provided the same password. I'm not changing the password. So when you create a ticket to the Active Directory team, that is how they will create the service account for us. That is how they will create the service account for us. Is it okay, everyone? No? Yes?
Yes, Subbu.
Yes. So what is managed service account? What is GSM, group managed service account? GMSA, group managed service account? We'll talk in the advanced levels, sir. You will get confused now. Okay. I selected everything. Then click on next.
So,
Yes.
both is service server agent and server database in the different nodes, right?
We'll talk, sir, tomorrow. Once we
Okay.
complete the installation, we'll talk. Okay. And this is the window, very, 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 very important, sir. Okay. Please make a note down. This is the window is very important. What you can do means, okay. Maybe I can send it today. Okay. Every time I'm forgetting. Okay. See, when you go for SQL Server 2016, okay, 2014, okay, 2014, step-by-step installation, step-by-step. If I go for SQL Server 2014, step-by-step installation. Yeah, see, sir. Here you are seeing the server configuration, database directory, data directory, user instance, file stream. When, sir? In 2014. In 2014. When you go for SQL Server 2016, okay, installation step by step. 2016. Okay. Now see, here you are seeing the user instance, file stream, data directories, server configuration. Here you are seeing server configuration, data directories. There is no window called user instance. Okay. There is a window called tempdb. Okay, tempdb. Microsoft added tempdb. A window called tempdb when you are installing SQL Server from SQL Server 2016. This is the one of the most powerful thing you need to remember, sir. Okay, enhancement done by Microsoft while you are installing SQL Server. While you are installing SQL Server, what enhancement done by Microsoft? TempDB has been added. Like same, okay, like same. If you go for SQL Server 2017, okay, step-by-step installation. SQL Server 2017 step-by-step installation. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Down, 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 down. Yeah, see, in 2017 also, nothing Microsoft enhanced. But coming to 2019, I think this is 2019 only, right? 2019. See, 2019, Microsoft enhanced, okay, 2 more windows. See, max drop, memory. Max drop, memory. So this is the windows you need to remember, sir. Definitely they will ask you the question, what is the enhancement done while you are installing SQL Server? So you need to tell the major enhancement done from 2016, Microsoft introduced a temp-db window while you are installing SQL Server. In 2017, nothing enhancement done. But 2019, Microsoft added 2 more windows called one is max drop, one is a memory. In 2022, nothing, sir. In 2022 also same. In 2025 is also same, sir. I think so. Yeah. So these 2 windows has been added from 2019. This window has been added from 2016. Okay. So this you need to remember, sir. This is the enhancement done while you are installing SQL Server. While you are installing SQL Server, these are the enhancement done. I am not talking anything about all this stuff now. Okay. Let it be default. I'm not touching at all those stuff. Okay. I will talk in the respect today. Whole one day we will talk about the max drop only. 2 days we'll talk about memory. Okay, 2 days we'll spend memory. 3 days we'll talk about temp-db. One day we'll talk about the max drop. That day is our day, sir. We'll talk all these concepts. Okay. Now, as of now, don't think anything. Now, I hope you understand what I wanted to convey. This why I am telling this window is very important. Microsoft enhanced the tabs, the windows from version to version. Okay. 2016, he came up with this option. 2019 onwards, he came up with these 2 options. Now, authentication mode. You remember authentication mode is very important. I told you we will talk when we are discussing security concept. Next week we'll talk about security, right? On that day we'll talk, sir. As of now, no need to worry. I'm going for mixed authentication. I'm providing the password for SA account. What do you mean by mixed authentication? Okay. And what is SA? I will talk everything when we are talking about security. Okay, security. So I'm choosing the mixed mode and I'm providing the password. Okay, why I'm going for mixed mode? What is this authentication? No worries. Total 1 week we'll spend on the security only, sir. Out of that, 3 days I will spend in the next week. Next week will take 3 days. Again, 3 to 4 days we'll take in the advanced level. Total 6 to 7 days we'll talk on security only. Private endpoints, public endpoints, TDEs, data masking, many more we'll discuss. No worries on this stuff. For experienced people, I'm saying why Subbu is not discussing all this stuff. So total 6 to 7 days we'll discuss on security. I will talk more. Each and every window will talk in the advanced level, sir. You will get to know. No worries. So this is the window is more important. One more window is more important. Okay. This is the window is more important. While you are installing SQL Server, you need to add at least one user who can authenticate to SQL Server. Without this, you can't move forward. Without this, you can't move forward, sir. You can't move forward. At least one user you need to add. So in real world, what I will do, Subbu, means I will click on add. Okay. And what I will do, right? This is our DBA group, sir. Okay. This is our DBA group, SQL _DBA _ Okay, SQL DBA. Okay, underscore prod. Okay, when they are creating a group, there are different group scopes. You are a local group, global group, universal group. Okay, global group, local groups, universal group. I can also specify global group means GG. Okay, by seeing that GG, I can easily understand, oh, I belong to global group. If you go for universal group, UG, oh, I belong to universal group. Okay, ELG, I am belong to local group. Okay, I'm belong to local groups. I'm belong to local groups. Is there any difference you will notice, Subbu? Means yes, sir, definitely there is policies. Active Directory people will maintain lot of policies, right? They know very well about what and all this extension are doing. Universal group, global groups, local groups. We no need to worry, sir. They will create a group for us. SQL underscore DB underscore prod underscore LG. I am a local group. Okay, local group. Then click on OK. I just created a group, right? Now, in real world, you need to add your group, sir. Your group, SQL underscore DBA underscore prod underscore ELG. I think LG only, right? LG. Okay. When you click here, you will get the name. But sometimes it won't pick, sir. Sometimes it won't pick. If it is not picking this group name, go to object type, verify whether group is checked or not. Sometimes that group name is unchecked. So that's the reason it won't pick the group name. Your group is existing, but it is unable to pick. So don't get confused. What you need to do, go to the group type, verify whether group is checked or not, check that group, see. If I am uncheck this one, okay, if I'm uncheck this one, and if I'm checking, it won't pick the name. See, it is not picking the name. So if it is unable to pick the name, remove, paste it, go to the group type, choose a group, then click on name, it will pick the name, click on OK. Okay, so in real world, whom I need to grant here means your group only, sir. You should not grant to anyone, because whatever the users you are adding here, whatever the groups you are adding here, all the users, all the groups will get the sysadmin permission. Very, very important, sir. Whatever the logins you are granting, whatever the groups you are granting here, by default, you will get the sysadmin permission. By default, you will get the sysadmin permission. Means highest level permission, means you can do anything in SQL Server if you're having sysadmin permission. If you're having sysadmin permission, you can do anything in SQL Server. So that permission you will get it. So please be careful. You should not add any application team, any developer team, any end user team, their groups, their logins here. Only DBA group need to be there. Only DBA groups, DBA login should be there, because you are the only one person who should get the sysadmin. So this is very, very important, sir. Please be careful. You should not grant anyone. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Again, I will talk all these concepts when we go for security, sir. No worries. If you're not understanding also, no worries. Okay. Now, is it clear? Not clear? No,
So
yes.
we need to give only one user, only administrators also give or not?
Only group. This is also not a best practice. Only groups. Only groups. That is one of the best practice we should follow. But of course, again, case to case, that's the reason I'm granting individual login also. Okay. We should not grant the individual logins, sir. Always it should be groups. That is one of the best practice we should follow in terms of security. Again, don't think much, sir, about security. I told you, right? There is a dedicated session. I will talk again each and every component. No worries. But what I wanted to convey here, only DBA people need to have the access here. When you are granting permission, to whom I need to grant? Only DBA people. Why Subbu? Means whoever you are granting here, all the users will get the sysadmin permission. They can do anything they want in SQL Server. We should not grant anyone sysadmin permission apart from DBAs. So this is a key point you need to remember. Got it? No? Yes?
Yes, Subbu.
Yes.
Okay. Now go to the data directories. As I told you, right? You remember data files need to go for OneDrive, log files need to go for OneDrive, tempdb need to go for OneDrive, backups need to go for OneDrive. Okay. Each thing need to go for separate drives, right? Now where I can give means here, sir. Here. Okay. This is the window is very important. Now data root directories. The data root directory means not only binary files. You remember just now when we are installing here, we selected the binary file location. Okay, I told you E drive. Okay, data root directories also need to go for binary file location only, sir. If you are having E drive, if you are having dedicated binary drive, go for that drive only. You should not go for C drive. You should not go for the C drive. So whatever the binary drive you are maintaining, data root directory also go for that directory only, E drive only. For example, Subbu, I don't have data binary drive. I don't have maintaining binary drive. Then go for your data drive directory, sir. Data drive directory. Whatever the data drive directory you are going, you need to go for that directory only. You need to go for that directory only, like a G drive. Like a G drive. What is the data directory I'm going? I need to go for G drive only. G drive. Okay. Log files need to go for L drive. Backups need to go for Z drive. Whatever the directories you are maintaining, right? Data files need to go for G drive. Log files need to go for L drive. Backups need to go for L drive. Can I change this location, Zubo? Yes, sir. Of course, you can change this one. I don't want this much directories. Okay. Can I change the directories? Yes, sir. Of course, you can change everything. But what you need to understand, data files need to go for OneDrive, log files need to go for OneDrive, backups need to go for OneDrive. Data root directories, either you can keep in the data directory folder, or if you're having binary drive, you can keep in the binary drive. I hope you understanding, not understanding, sir. Yes, no? Agree, not agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, same level I will configure, I will show you, sir. Okay, same level how I am performing, right? Same level I will show you. Don't think that today our installation is done. Again, Subbu won't show you the installation. I told you, right? 5 to 6 times I will show you the installation. I am showing the basic installation. I will show you the advanced installation. I will show you actual installation also. Okay? Don't
Sir,
think
I
that.
have one question.
Yes.
Can we discuss on how to install through PowerShell also?
Oh yeah, yes, sir. Yes. We'll talk
Yeah.
how to install SQL Server in command prompt. Yes.
Not PowerShell?
Command prompt is a PowerShell only, right?
Yeah, I
The
mean,
command prompt.
it's different from PowerShell, right? I mean,
Yeah, I
slightly.
know. See, command line, not command prompt. Command line. Sorry, command line. Okay, command line. It can be PowerShell also.
Okay.
Again, I'm not that much strong in PowerShell. Okay, in the day one itself, I told I'm not strong that much in PowerShell, but I will try my best to show you couple of things in PowerShell. Okay. Unfortunately, I got less opportunity to work with the PowerShell. Okay. Yeah. And I will also show you how to install SQL Server in Linux also. Okay. Okay, sir. It's getting late for everyone. No worries. We'll talk now. So
Yes.
yeah, this is very important. Data files need to go for G drive. Log files need to go for L drive. Backups need to go for Z drive. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, no? Now, TempDB. Okay, TempDB. TempDB. Now, don't think about number of files, initial size, auto growth size, all this stuff. Okay, I told you, right? 3 days we are spending on TempDB. That day we'll talk on TempDB, sir. Now, TempDB, I created dedicated drive, right? Now you need to choose that drive as well. Okay, so in real world, TempDB need to be separate drive, log need to be separate drive, data files need to be separate drive, backups need to be separate drive. This is very, 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 very important point, sir. You need to remember. You need to remember very, very important point. So TempDB also I will keep in the separate drive. I will keep in the separate drive. TempDB also I will keep in the separate drive. Currently I'm having only C drive. I'm going for C drive. But if you are having a dedicated drive, you can keep the dedicated drive. So for example, I am choosing program files, Microsoft SQL Server. I think I not created the file folder. Oh, in build I'm going. Then I should not delete this one. Add. Click on OK. See. Okay. Remove. Add. Whatever the location you are pasting, you can choose the location types. E drive to C drive. That's it. Okay. So let's keep TempDB separate drive. TempDB separate drive. Data files need to be separate drive. Log files need to be separate drive. Binary files need to be separate drive. Backups really need to create a separate drive means that is up to us, sir. You can keep in, sir. As per the best practice, what I wanted to say is, you should not keep anything in the data directory. Okay, so please keep data directory healthy. Don't keep log files in the data directory. Don't keep backups in the data directory, because data directory is very important for us. TempDB is also very important for us. So TempDB, only keep the TempDB. Data directory, keep only data directory. Log file, you can keep backups, any other stuff also, so no problem. But TempDB need to be separate drive. Log files, data files need to be separate drive. That is one of the best practice we should follow. Log files, backups, you can keep in single drive also. That is up to us, sir. Okay, that is up to us. But data directory, it will be separate. TempDB, it will be separate. This is the two best practice you should follow. Finally, max drop, don't touch the max drop, sir. Let it be default. Don't touch the memory, let it be default. File stream, don't touch it, let it be default. You should not touch any one of these. In the respect today, I will talk about max drop, I will talk about memory, I will talk about file stream. These are the separate concepts, sir. All are separate concepts. That's the reason I told you, right? You will get many times SQL installation. Now, once you select everything, okay? Once you select everything, just click on next. Just click on next. It's too late today. Sorry, it's too late today. Okay, now this is what you selected, sir. Whatever you selected, everything it will display, and everything is storing in the configuration file. Okay, in the configuration file. Using this configuration file also, you can install the SQL Server. Every time I need to select this feature, Subbu, no, sir. One time you selected, it will create a configuration file, right? Using that configuration file also, you can install SQL Server. You can install SQL Server. Using this configuration file also, you can install SQL Server. So, how to perform command line? Okay, using PowerShell, using traditional, I will talk in a separate session. Okay, I will talk in a separate session. So this is how graphical user interface, sir. When you click on install, it will try to install the product. So it will take 5 to 10 minutes, sir, to complete the installation. Okay.
Okay.
So what are the things you need to remember, sir? One is license, one is instance type, one is features. Okay. One is authentication mode, collation. All are very important concept. Just to remember, sir, the concept. I'm not saying that you need to go and prepare all this stuff. Anyhow, there are dedicated sessions which are coming in the future classes, upcoming classes. I will clarify all your doubts. File stream, there is a dedicated session. Maxdrop, there is a dedicated session. TempDB, there is a dedicated session. Authentication, securities, permissions, you have dedicated sessions. Okay. You are getting multiple dedicated sessions. On that day, we'll talk more. Okay. SQL installation is very easy. Don't make complex. Tomorrow, first half, I will show you within 10 minutes the SQL installations. Don't install SQL today in your laptops. Tomorrow I will show you how to perform your SQL installation on your local laptop. This is VM installation on your local laptop. How you will install SQL Server tomorrow I will show you. Okay, don't install anyone. Tomorrow you can go for installation. Okay.
Okay, Subbu. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Sorry, today is little late. I will take care from upcoming
Thank you,
classes.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.